49ers defeat Panthers 20-9 as Christian McCaffrey shines against former team. Santa Clara, California. The San Francisco 49ers may not have been at their best, but they found a way to get the job done, overcoming a series of mistakes and early struggles. The 49ers defeated the Carolina Panthers 20-9 on Monday night in a game that could have significant implications for the NFC playoff race. With the win, the 49ers improved to 8-4, strengthening their playoff hopes, while the Panthers fell to 6-6, further jeopardizing their postseason chances. The victory was crucial for San Francisco, who increased their playoff probability from 86% to 91.3%, according to ESPN's Football Power Index. Meanwhile, Carolina's playoff chances slipped from 22.7% to 18%. McCaffrey dominates against his former team. For Christian McCaffrey, this game carried an extra layer of significance. The 49ers' star running back faces former team, the Panthers, for the first time since being traded to San Francisco in 2022. McCaffrey made his presence felt, accumulating 142 scrimmage yards on 31 touches. It was the 10th time this season that McCaffrey had eclipsed 100 scrimmage yards, and his ability to contribute both on the ground and in the air was a major factor in the 49ers' win. McCaffrey had at least 50 rushing yards and 50 receiving yards for the 8th time in 2025, tying a franchise record. His 12-yard touchdown run in the third quarter was a key moment that extended the 49ers' lead, and his all-around performance continued to demonstrate why he's one of the league's most dynamic players. Purdy struggles, but strong defense saves the day. While McCaffrey shone, quarterback Brock Purdy had a night to forget. Purdy, who had returned to form after a toe injury last week, threw 3 first-half interceptions, with 2 of those coming in critical situations that gave the Panthers opportunities to seize control. It was a tough outing for Purdy, who has struggled historically on Monday Night Football, with 11 interceptions in his 5 career starts on the primetime stage. Despite his early struggles, Purdy managed to rebound slightly in the second half, with Coach Kyle Shanahan dialing up short and safe throws to help settle him down. Purdy finished the game 23 of 32 for 193 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. The quarterback performance was concerning, but his team's defense picked up the slack. San Francisco's defense, missing key players like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, stepped up when it mattered most. Jair Brown was a standout, recording 2 interceptions, including 1 in the end zone, and contributing 5 tackles. The defense stifled the Panthers' offense, allowing only 230 total yards and 5.3 yards per play, including a paltry 72 yards in the first half. Despite the turnovers from the offense, the defense allowed only 3 points off those mistakes, keeping Carolina from capitalizing on the opportunities. Panthers' offensive woes continue. For the Panthers, this was a disappointing performance. Quarterback Bryce Young entered the game coming off a franchise record 448-yard performance in a win against Atlanta, but he couldn't replicate that magic on Monday night. Young struggled with accuracy and decision-making, posting a passer rating at just 25.0 in the first half, worse than even Purdy's 48.4 rating despite Purdy's 3 interceptions. The Panthers' offense was unable to get into a rhythm, recording their fewest first downs 3 and yards 72 and a half all season. Young's night ended with 2 interceptions, and his second pick came with 6:27 remaining, effectively sealing the Panthers' fate. The loss left it within 0-2 record on Monday Night Football and 0-3 in primetime games for his career. The Panthers' offense was also limited by their inability to run the ball effectively. For the 3rd consecutive game, Carolina's running game was stifled, gaining only 69 yards on 13 carries. The running game's inefficiency put even more pressure on Young to carry the offense, which ultimately proved too much. A missed opportunity for Carolina. With a win, the Panthers could have taken the outright lead in the NFC South for the first time this late in the season since 2017. Instead, they now sit half a game behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 6-5, in the division, with the Rams 8-2 on the horizon next week. The Panthers also face a tough stretch ahead, with 2 of their final 3 games against struggling Tampa Bay and the red-hot Seattle Seahawks, 8-3, sandwiched in between. Defensively, Carolina failed to stop McCaffrey, allowing him to dominate the game with both his rushing and receiving abilities. Despite multiple interceptions from the defense, including a particularly key pick-six by Xavier Woods, the Panthers could not capitalize, and McCaffrey's contributions were a crucial blow to Carolina's chances. The Panthers' defense, while solid overall, couldn't overcome the team's offensive struggles. The Panthers were the first team since the 2021 Cleveland Browns to have 3 defensive interceptions in a game and still trail at halftime. What's next for both teams? For the 49ers, the win provides a much-needed boost, especially with their playoff positioning on the line. They'll face the Cleveland Browns next Sunday, a game that will provide further clarity on their playoff path. As for the Panthers, their next game against the NFC-leading Los Angeles Rams on Sunday will be crucial. Carolina's playoff hopes are hanging by a thread, and they'll need a strong performance, particularly from Bryce Young, to stay in contention. The Panthers are also facing the prospect of missing Pro Bowl cornerback J.C. Horn, who sustained a concussion during the game. In the end, the 49ers showed resilience in the face of adversity, using McCaffrey's brilliance and a strong defensive effort to secure the win, while the Panthers will need to regroup quickly if they hope to make a push for playoffs.